Oh no! Oh no! What happened? The car turned off. It jerked really hard. Did I break something? No. You stalled. I'm sorry if it's kind of windy. I don't know. I don't have a microphone for this camera yet. But welcome back to another shit-tastic video. So I put out a poll on my Instagram asking if you guys wanted to learn how to drive stick. To my surprise, every single one of you said yes. So what I'm going to be showing you guys today is how to drive a car with a manual transmission. Once again, we'll be using the 350Z to show you guys how to do this, considering the fact that it's the only stick shift manual transmission car that I have. I want to make this video as short and simple as possible because it's kind of a lot to get into, but not really. People try to make it more than what it actually is. So before we get into it, I just want to say, if you're new, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel if you like the video. And to my OGs, thank you for tuning in to yet another video, and thank you for voting in the poll. Your feedback means a lot. Now let's get into this. So before we even get the car moving, there's a couple of things that I need to explain to you guys and demonstrate and show you guys, so you know you don't just go into this empty-headed. Don't mind the fact that my floorboard's a little dirty, or floor mat, and don't mind the fact that my steering wheel isn't on the car. Don't worry about that. It's not important. So, like in your normal automatic transmission, this is your gas pedal. You press it, the car goes vroom vroom. This is your brake pedal. You press it, the car goes stoppy stoppy, skirt skirt, so you don't tear anybody, you don't kill anyone or tear your shit up. Oh, third pedal? Oh, what does it do? Oh my god, is it the reverse pedal? No. It's not the reverse pedal. I've had people ask me that. It's not the fucking reverse pedal. God, that's so stupid. Anyways, this is your clutch. It's your clutch. This is the pedal that everyone has trouble with. This is the pedal that scares people away from manual transmissions. Well, I'm gonna show you that it's not that bad. It's just a bit of a learning curve. It's a bit of a skill. And with practice, you will become a master of the clutch. Moving up here to the gear shift, you will quickly find out that there is no Prindle bar. There's no park. There's no drive. Where's the reverse? I know it looks empty. It looks broken. Like, why does it do that? Why can you do that? Well, I'm about to explain to you the shift pattern of a manual transmission. Okay, so when it's in the middle like this and you can kind of just play around with it, this is neutral. This is what neutral is. This is what neutral feels like. This is what neutral looks like in every single manual car you will ever get into. If you pull it to the left towards you and go straight up, that is first gear. Grab it, still having it towards you, and you go straight back, this is second gear. If you push it straight up in the middle, a little bit more, to the right towards the passenger side, that is third gear. Now that's all we're gonna worry about today, because we're not even gonna go past third gear for the sake of the video. We might not even get to third gear. But the main thing that you need to know for practicing and learning in a parking lot, first, second. That's all you need to know. And if I need to make it even more simple, I have a sticker here. This is the shift pattern. This is the shift pattern for the vast majority of manual cars that you're gonna get into in your life. Sorry that my sticker's a little raggedy. I can't help it. So now that you guys know what the pedals are, what they do, and well, you know the shift pattern, now we can start the car. So to start the car, what you're gonna wanna do, get your keys, put it in the ignition, come down here, push this clutch all the way in, make sure you're in neutral, and there you go. And kind of slow, just let it out. You don't gotta let it shoot out, but just let it out, okay? Your emergency brake should be on. I forgot to say that. Your emergency brake should be on. I'm sorry, that's my fault. No more mistakes though. Okay, so now we're coming to the scary part. Getting the car rolling. Getting the car to move. This is the scary part. This is the part that you came here for. So, getting the car to move. What you're gonna wanna do first is put your foot on the brake and disable the emergency brake just in case you're not on a flat surface. This way you don't roll forward, because naturally the car is going to be in neutral, because that's where you had it when you started the car. In order to get the car to move, You can't just press the gas and go, because if you do that, all you're gonna be doing is you're free revving. The car's not in gear. There's nothing going on, so you can't do that. See, I'm rolling. I'm not on a flat surface. What you're gonna want to do, push the clutch all the way in, then come up here to the gear shift, select first gear. Now this is the tricky part where everyone tends to get lost. Every car has a bite point, okay? Every car has a bite point. If you slowly let the clutch out, the car will begin to creep along. You'll feel it in the car, but your RPMs will begin to drop. Just like that. See how they went back up? Let me do it again. Just gonna slowly let out on the clutch. You'll feel it bite, the car will begin to creep. And the RPMs drop, and then they go back up once you put the car back in neutral. Now what you're gonna do to put the car back in neutral, pull it out of first gear, make sure you're in neutral, let the clutch back out, and then pull up the emergency brake just in case. You're gonna wanna do that a handful of times, just until you get, comfortable with the clutch and comfortable with the car moving and whatnot. And then we can move into the next step, which is putting the car in first gear and actually taking the steps towards driving the car. Okay. So now that you're feeling comfortable enough with the clutch to the point to where you say you want to drive, you ready to drive, you know what I mean? I'm ready to drive the car. What you're gonna want to do is disengage the emergency brake. Oh, let me move my phone. Disengage the emergency brake, put your actual foot on the brake, push the clutch all the way in, select first gear. If you're on a hill at this point, you're gonna be rolling a little bit, whether that's forward or backwards, but if you're in a flat spot, you should be fine. You're gonna wanna let the clutch out, and remember that bite point we were talking about earlier. There's a bite point where the car begins to creep, and you're gonna wanna give it a little bit of gas, just a little bit. And if you feel it bogging, give it a little more gas, and lo and behold, you are driving. The car will begin to move. Now at this point, you're moving. Take your foot off the clutch completely. There's no need for your foot to be on the clutch right now. You're driving the car. You can let off the gas and the car will continue to move. The car is going to continue to drive itself, like I said, unless you're going up a steep hill. Then the car is gonna stall out because, it's just gonna lose speed eventually. So now, what I want you to do, you're gonna go right back to the same spot you were in or another flat spot that you know of. Get straight, push in the clutch, give it a little bit of brake, pull it out of first gear, wiggle it just to make sure you're in neutral, and let the clutch out, pull the e-brake. Now, don't get frustrated with yourself. You may not get this the first try. That's okay. I only know a handful of people that got it their first try, and I'm definitely not one of them. It's okay. Keep practicing. You're gonna stall a few times. What's stall? What is stalling? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Well, if you tried this on your own without having anyone teach you, you probably know what stalling is already, the hard way. But I'm gonna show you so you don't have to experience it. Well, who am I kidding? You're gonna experience it, because when you're learning how to drive stick, stalling is literally just a part of the process. Essentially, what stalling is, the car doesn't have enough energy to keep going. Foot on the clutch, you put it in first gear, let the clutch out, you're going, you get nervous and you, oh no, what happened? The car turned off. It jerked really hard. Did I break something? No, you stalled. And that's okay. You're learning. Everyone stalls. The most experienced of drivers stall, even on flat surfaces sometimes. It happens, it's okay. Don't get frustrated. So, you know how to get the car rolling now. It's all good. You've cruised around the parking lot in first gear, done a couple of circles. You know what to do. It's okay now. You're good. So, make sure the car is in neutral. Push in the clutch. Push it into first gear. Remember, guys, slowly be smooth with the clutch. Give it a little bit of gas. You're starting to roll. You still want to stay smooth on that clutch after the car starts rolling, by the way. And you get going. You want to get to second gear. That's what you want. That's why we're here. You want to get to second gear. So, what you're going to want to do, I'd say go to about 15 miles an hour or so. Push in on the clutch, let off the gas, pull it back into second gear. and slowly let the clutch out and give it while giving gas kind of at the same time. Super, it sounds like a lot, but I promise it's not. It's like a push and pull motion with your feet, essentially. And to come back to a stop, it's the same thing. You're just doing it from second gear instead of first this time. Foot in on the clutch, foot on the brake, push it back into neutral, pull the e-brake. You're good. Congratulations, you have driven the car. You have successfully learned how to drive a stick shift car. Now all you have to do is just keep practicing, because driving a manual transmission car is just one of those things where you have to do it. You just have to come out here and do it. You can't make excuses. You can't get super frustrated with yourself, because it's going to show with how the car is moving. If you're mad and you're getting aggressive with the car, it's gonna jerk. The car is going to jerk. If you're not smooth with the clutch, your car is gonna jerk. You're gonna have jerky starts all the time, and nobody wants that. Nobody, no, not even your passenger. My backpack over here and my camera equipment doesn't want that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I did an okay job of explaining how to drive stick. It's kind of hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Once you get inside the car and start doing it yourself, you'll see, yeah, you'll have a couple hiccups, yeah, you'll stall the car a couple of times, but it's not the end of the world, man. As long as you're not, like I said before, riding somebody's clutch, you're not breaking anything. It's perfectly fine. I will tell you though, some people are kind of reluctant of letting people learn how to drive stick in their cars, because people ride the clutch and burn them out. But as long as you take your foot off the clutch once you're actually driving, you're not doing any harm to the car, I promise. You're not doing any worse to the car than the previous owner did. Trust me, it's not the end of the world. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys for asking me to make the video. Y'all's feedback means a lot to me, and I would really appreciate it if you guys kept doing that. Like I said in the beginning, leave a like. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. I hope I could help you guys learn something new. I hope you guys have a great day. With all that being said, there's nothing left to be said. This has been JDev17, and I am out.